Hi, everyone, and welcome to the special simulcast of the Neil Haley Show and Doc Tales. I'm excited to welcome the host of Doc Tales, World Doc Alan Linneman. Doc, what's going on, man? How are you?
We're doing really well here, Neil, and you?
Yes, and our guest today is Dr. Jawad. He's going to talk about all things involving women, and as he is an OBGYN doctor. Dr. Jawad, thanks for stopping by. How are you?
Thank you for the introduction. I'm fine. How about you?
Fantastic. Go ahead, Doc, with your first question.
Yes, I've been to your site, Dr. Jawad, and it looks great. And of course, I've seen some of your sonograms, and it occurs to me that this is a perfect way to present a sonographic presentation. Can you tell me, you obviously have special training in this. Can you tell me about the training you've had?
Well, basically, I am a medical graduate. I graduated in 2004. And after that, I have done my training in general surgery, in medicine. I have done my MPhil in obstetrical and gynecological ultrasound. So for about 18 years plus, I'm working as a doctor. And for more than 10 years, I'm focusing more on obstetrical and gynecological ultrasound in particular. And for last 3 to 4 years, I've been more focused on breast health, breast cancer awareness, as I've been getting more and more patients, particularly related to breast health and breast cancer issues. And it is a very challenging thing to diagnose it early and properly. So that made me realize that I have to initiate some uh, ways and methods in which I can educate women, particularly younger females, about self-care, and this is one of the modalities, ultrasound, which helps in early detection of any breast health issue. Mostly they can be directed on an early stage. So that's why I opted to combine my medical practice along with this diagnostic tool and to educate women all in a combined effort. So that's the whole story.
Now,
Well,
now, doctor, there is big concern still. I thought, we're not seeing as much breast cancer worldwide. Is that not true?
Sadly, we are not getting enough awareness about this. It is among the leading cause of death in women, and alarmingly, in the last decade or so, this is among the leading cause of death between women in between the age of 15 to 39 years of age. It is becoming the leading cause of death due to cancer. So this is a very alarming thing. Globally, the trend is 1 in 8 women is going to have a breast cancer diagnosed in them in any stage of their life. Earlier, 2 or 3 decades ago, this trend was mostly in women above the age of 40 years, but now this trend is reducing in the age groups, and now it is more prevalent and more aggressive and hard to treat and manage in 20s and 30s. This is a very alarming condition, and it is a global thing that is happening, not just in the underdeveloped countries, in the states also, in Europe, in South Asia, everywhere.
how many years did you say this has been going on? Is this like 5 years or 10 years?
Actually, the thing with the data and the thing with the numbers is that we get the numbers 2 3 years after the event has happened, because we collect all the data, we analyze it, we then calculate its previous ratio, the current, and we predict the future. So there is no accurate data, if you ask me, because the documented cases in the states and those countries where the healthcare system is everything is documented, everything is available in on online, and everything is logged. There you can track and trace which patient is reported in which healthcare system, which facility. But in South Asia and many other countries, the detection is very low, because there is no track and trace mechanism, there is no universal coverage of the patient data. So that's why it is very hard to detect what is the current exact trend at this moment. But if you ask me, the cases, the patients I am getting, they are more in the 20s and 30s, for the last decade, I have seen more number of cases in the 20s and 30s, which were presenting before in their 40s and 50s. And the reason behind this is our lifestyle changes, more and more exposure to carcinogens and pollutants in our environment, in our cosmetics, in our daily wear. So all these factors combined, particularly with a more sedentary lifestyle after this pandemic, these 4 5 years, they have contributed a lot towards this breast health issue, breast cancer, as this sedentary lifestyle is one of the leading cause of hormonal issues, emotional health issues, and they contribute towards development of risk factors that cause cancer in the future.
Well,
Okay.
for many years we've seen more aggressive cancers in younger women, and of course that just makes sense because if they were less aggressive, they'd, you know, you'd see them later. So, but it's amazing or terrifying, I guess, that you see this is your big group, the 20s and 30s. Um, is there any other cancer that seems to be increasing in that group?
Actually, there are different factors that involve breast cancer. Some are controllable, some are non-controllable, some are avoidable, like our diet, our lifestyle, our exposure to carcinogens in the form of the cosmetics. These are the avoidable risk factors. But those which are unavoidable, these are like having a family history. So the family history of ovarian cancer also contributes towards breast cancer. And same if a person is having a family history of breast cancer, if the causative agent was more towards hormonal issue, hormonal imbalance, or anything related to hormonal contribution, then it also affects their chances of getting ovarian tumors also. So there are different conditions which are interlinked. Emotional health issues, they are directly and indirectly linked with aggressive behavior of any disease in the body, particularly cancers, because these emotional health issues, they weaken our immune system, they weaken our ability, body's own ability to fight any disease, any stress state. So everything in the body is interlinked. That's why I am promoting a holistic approach, not just through the pills or just not just through the surgery. The holistic approach should incorporate every aspect of life, every disease, every cancer, because these are all factors that contribute towards our health. So the other factors, other cancers, particularly ovarian cancers, lung cancers, they have risk factors which are somewhat avoidable and some are non-avoidable. So everything is relevant in our current scenario.
Wow. It's just something that it's very concerning. What are you doing, especially, worldwide? Are you helping even the United States with your research and how and work?
Yes, definitely. I'm working with different Facebook groups and different breast health groups, which are promoting breast health awareness, helping breast cancer patients, not just from the Asia, but globally. I am part of a few groups. I volunteer basically there. So there are patients from states also. They are asking questions directly also. They contact me through Facebook, through LinkedIn. So I'm also part of women's health coaching platform, Global Care Consult. You may have seen on the LinkedIn. I'm part of that. So they are basically involved with women's health issues, particularly breast health, emotional health issues, dietary issues. And I'm regularly involved in these activities through online sessions. I conduct group training sessions about breast health, breast cancer awareness, particularly about how to avoid risk factors which contribute towards breast health and breast cancer issues. So these sessions in a group or one-on-one sessions, I'm conducting on a regular basis, and also to women and USA also.
Yes, I've seen that on your website. You have some good programs. It takes a lot of work to get those things put together, and you've gotten some awards for them too. So congratulations. What would
Thank
you
you.
tell patients about You were talking about makeup. What do you tell them about makeup?
Actually, it all depends on the kind of cosmetics they are using, because our daily use products, they have chemicals which are either synthetic, semi-synthetic, or some are natural. But due to this current status of marketing and everything, those items which are readily available, mostly they are synthetic, mostly they are composed of those elements, those components which are readily available, easily available, which are cheaper, which are mostly non-regulated. So having a dump of those chemicals in these products, skincare products, cosmetic products, daily use, face wash, skin creams, skin whitening creams, blemish removing creams, they all have a mix of chemicals. Some are known and some are unknown, because those industries which are dumping their money on advertisement or campaigns, hiring different influencers to market those products, definitely they are giving a heap of amount to those marketing campaigns.
Yeah.
So definitely to maintain the cost, you have to make some compromise. If you're not compromising on the marketing, then definitely the compromise is on the product. So they have a proven record of cosmetic products, like the use of phthalates, use of sulfates, use of parabens, use of sulfur like components. They all have tendency to be absorbed through the skin. They either act directly as chemicals which act like estrogen in the body. Some chemicals, they are direct carcinogen to the skin, and also when they are absorbed, they are damaging the skin cells. So we are bombarded with all these chemicals. Some of them we even don't even know what they are doing in a long term. So it is very hard thing to manage all these things. And the best way only is to be as natural, be as simple, and to use as many less chemicals as possible in our daily routine.
Wow.
Yes, I know that some of these cosmetics contain microplastics, and exactly why, what they do in there, I don't know. And I think some of them also contain little pieces of metal, and I don't know why you would do that unless there's some kind of a shine or glow to it.
The use of microplastics, like even in the sea salt, there is a trace amount of microplastic also present, because the seawater is now so much polluted and contaminated. So that salt also contains trace of plastics, also microplastics. It is there. Our routine, the coffee mug, those disposable mugs, they have an inner lining of plastic which makes the paper impermeable to that fluid and to tolerate the heat of the coffee. So it also contains those microplastics. So everyday use items which are readily available, which are cheap, which are easily accessible, almost all of them have some kind of link or trace leading towards the increasing risk of disease, increasing risk of cancers, and also towards our lifestyle that is making us more and more dependent on items. Just like sugars, we are now
Yeah.
dependent on sugar. So we are making those bad choices either voluntarily or unknowingly, but we are heading towards the state where we are totally under the control of all these products, and we are just the victim of them, whether we know it or not.
Wow, this is just really great information, and I'm glad that you're doing this worldwide. What recommendations would give women so that they don't end up getting breast cancer, especially if they're in their 20s right now?
So I'm focusing more on this younger age group, particularly the late teenagers, 20s and 30s, because these are the girls and women who are having most risk factors. Who are most exposed to those hormonal changes, emotional health changes, and also the stress of the daily life routine. They have to go through all their study, the stress of making a career, stress of that having a family, all this they have to complete in their late teen till their 40s. So in this time of 20 to 25 years in which they have to accomplish all that in our current social setup, so it puts them under a lot of stress, emotional stress, physical stress, hormonal stress, and the factors that are contributing towards breast cancer are the same which they are facing directly or indirectly. So there are 5 to 6 main aspects that I'm working on in different groups and on one-on-one sessions. The first and foremost is to make them self-breast aware. Self-breast awareness is basically the concept of giving them the idea that your body, it is an interlinked system. Your breasts are connected with your body, not just through the flesh. The inner systems, they are directly linked through your diet, your sleep routine, through the skincare products you use, through your hormonal balance, through your menstrual cycle, or and also through all the stress you are gaining directly or indirectly through your social economic setup. So I guide them about the avoidable risk factors, how they can reduce them. I get them about lifestyle changes that they need to do according to their lifestyle at this moment, because we cannot have a single therapy working for everyone.
Right.
Everybody has a different set of genes, different set of metabolism, different hormones, different physical requirements, different sexual health requirements. So we have to tailor all these things. Some are basic information that everybody can access through the internet, but the personalized things, those have to be guided to them, because in this age, in their late teens and in their 20s, most of the time they are so busy in their life trying to achieve something that they ignore themselves. And unless they are giving a proper way, some method, so that they can have some kind of organization in their mind, in their body, so they can reduce their risk factors and have a good life afterwards, because these factors, they don't affect them right now, but they are like a building block. You build one, two, three items one at a time, and on a daily basis, they are laying a foundation either towards a healthy life or towards a cancerous prone life. So we have to help them through all this process.
All right. Best place we can find information on you. Where can we go?
Facebook, LinkedIn, these two platforms, I'm regularly active and trying to post as much information as possible.
All right. That was a special simulcast of the Neil Haley Show and Doc Tales, guys. Take care.
Thank you.